Mike, what happened? What do you feel like happened that game after you got off to a good start?
We just weren't good enough. That's I think that they came out, they competed harder than us, and we didn't raise our level. We got we had a pretty decent start, and then we kind of sat back a little bit. They pushed back, and we didn't respond to that.
He said essentially the same thing. They competed harder.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to accept that at home?
We won't accept that anymore. Not anymore. We haven't accepted it, but this is where we draw the line in the sand. That's enough. It's not who we are, and that's it won't continue.
Mike, it seemed awful loose in the back end on defense. Is it the defense? Is it Jake? Is it a little bit of both?
I would say collectively as a group tonight, we were not good enough. I think that some of the things that our forwards were doing put our D in some vulnerable positions, but we need our defensemen to play better than that, no question. Whether it's some of the one-on-one play or our execution, we got to be stronger than that. And Jake, Jake's going through a hard time right now. Let's be honest. That's I think that he had a good start to the game, and then next thing you know, we're doing some things that put him in a bad position, and that's. Obviously, I think the second period, we know that that's not the level that Jake can play at. That's, I go into every game expecting Jake to play what we saw last year. That's who he is. But we also have to help him out too, and that was disturbing tonight.
So are you a kick the water cooler, break a stick kind of guy to deliver a message? Do you go about it differently? How do you?
You know what? We just luckily we have a break here. And we'll figure out what the path is going forward. But like I said, that's enough. It's enough of it's enough of games like that. It's unacceptable. We can't accept it. Playing in front of our home crowd, playing like that, being loose, giving up goals giving up chances the way we were giving up. That's enough.
Mike, Jake went through something last January too. You think it's apples and oranges, or could there be something connected?
Well, I think that the one thing that he has going for him is that he's been through it and he's come out of it. But it's not going to, I think that he's also going to see that it's not just going to turn around just because you want it to. It's going to be a tough thing that he's gone through, and he can use that going forward. I think he can also use Huts right now. Huts has played real well for us, and that can give Jake some time to find things. So I don't know what the plan is going forward. There's no question that I still believe in Jake, and the team still believes in Jake, and we know that he'll get back to the level that he can play at. And luckily he has been through it and come out on the other side of it.
How concerned are you about Jake? You say it, but
Well, I'm concerned about every player on our team. That's always your job as a coach is to, obviously that you've got a team game, a structure, all that kind of stuff. Your job is to make sure that people's heads are in the right place and feel good about themselves and are prepared. So of course I'm concerned about him. He's a great teammate, and he wants to do very, very well, and things are not going well for him. So, he has to do his part. We have to do our part to help him get out of it.
Is a break what this team needs?
Well, like I said, I don't know if the break's good or bad right now. I wish that, we didn't have to sit on this for this period of time. But regardless, I look at where we're at right now, and obviously some teams that are behind us are going to be playing some games, and some teams that are ahead of us are going to be playing some games. I would think that we'll still be in a playoff position when we come out of this break. It's going to be tighter. And if we're not, whatever. But, bottom line is, we had a great start to the season, and we earned that. And, the way things have gone lately, we've earned that too. So we have to own that right now and recognize the opportunity that we have coming out of this break, to get back to our game and to make sure that the story at the end of the season is a good story.
Mike, probably doesn't do any good to analyze any of the goals tonight, but one head scratcher was off the face-off there, the fourth one, I think it was.
Yeah.
It looked like you guys were flat-footed.
Yeah, I think that was sort of a play that described our entire game, to be honest with you. That one happened real quick and it ended up in the back of our net, but there was a number of plays like that were either one-on-one battles or, you know, one-on-one situations that, that we weren't sharp enough in.
Was the first 10 minutes as good as it looked, or was that illusory?
Yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, this is a 60-minute game, 65 maybe. I mean, we weren't good enough for the game.
You've been scoring some more goals lately. Have you sacrificed some defense to get to that offense? Or?
Not in the Washington game. We played pretty solid in that game. That's a good team, but you know, 2 of the last 3 games we're just not even close to good enough. So again, we have to bear ownership of that, and it's not acceptable.
I get wanting to stay out of the box and not be shorthanded, but part of that pushback that you talked about, would you like to see your team respond differently physically with some of the?
Well, part of the physical response is, you know, they're trying to get in on the forecheck. All teams are going to do that, and they're going to try to disrupt you and be physical. Part of the response is showing that that's not going to get to you. You know, if you go back and you execute, and you make a play and you catch 2 guys caught in the wrong position, and next thing you know, you're getting an odd man situation up the ice, then they're going to be a little more hesitant to do that. But you know, if it works every time they do it, then obviously they're going to keep on doing it. And then, you know, I think just, you know, it's the individual, you know, physical toughness in that situation, but it's the collective team toughness in that situation too. Thanks.